The Anvil is the second studio album by the British rock-pop band Visage, released in March 1982 by Polydor Records. The album reached No. 6 in the UK and was certified silver by the British Phonographic Industry in April 1982. The Anvil was a legendary gay after-hours club where famous Danceteria DJ Bill Bahlman created the extremely popular New Wave nights at the Anvil. One night Bahlman invited Visage lead singer Steve Strange. So impressed with the power and fun of the energy-charged, steamy atmosphere, he named his second album, The Anvil. Several of the tracks are his attempt to capture that energy on vinyl recording. The only musician of the first album lineup that did not participate in this album's recording was John McGeoch. McGeoch commented in an interview, "One time I was in Spain, touring with Susie and the Banshees, at the same time as Visage were recording the second album in London. Rusty Egan wanted me to put a guitar solo on something or other, but I only had one day off and there was no way that I could fly home on my one day off." Rusty is not a man to be put off by such things, and he was actually trying to put together a satellite link-up from Madrid to London for this one guitar part. Not surprisingly, it didn't come off, but I was sorry not to have been as involved on the Anvil as I had been on the first album. Release. The Anvil was released in March 1982. It reached No. 6 on the UK Albums Chart, which was the band's highest ever chart peak in the UK, and was certified silver by the British Phonographic Industry in April 1982. The album sparked a brief controversy at the time of its release for being named after New York's famous gay bar, nightclub of the era. The album's first single was "The Damn Don't Cry," which was released 3 weeks ahead of the album and reached No. 11 in the UK singles chart. The second single released was "Night Train" in June 1982, reaching No. 12. The album's title track was remixed and released as a promo single as well as a German-language 12 inches version. Der Amboss and Whispers was also released as a single in Japan, where both it and Night Train were used in TDK television commercials. The album's front cover photograph was taken by Helmut Newton. The original vinyl release of the album came in an embossed, textured sleeve, considered as deluxe packaging for the time, and a limited number of copies, 3,000, came with a free poster of Steve Strange posing with a number of models at the Hotel George V in Paris. The poster is an extended shot of the 12 inches single cover of "The Damn Don't Cry." The Anvil was the last Visage record to feature Ultravox frontman Midge Ure, who left the band after its release. Commenting on his departure the following year, Ure stated, "The trouble with Visage was that there were too many chiefs. 6 characters all wanting an equal say without putting in an equal amount of work. I was doing most of the writing and producing, and we all knew Steve Strange was the frontman. But when it became successful, jealousy and the nasty side of the business crept in. That was never the way it was intended." The album's first release on the compact disc format was in Germany in 1984. It was reissued on CD in the United States in 1997 by One Way Records, complete with 2 bonus tracks, though they are tracks from the 1980-81 era and not that of the Anvil. The Anvil was reissued in the UK on CD by Cherry Red Records on the 17th of March 2008, containing 6 bonus tracks and detailed liner notes. Reception. In his retrospective review, Dan Leroy of AllMusic wrote that, "Almost all the band's efforts on the Anvil are extremely well-crafted synth pop." Emily Mackay of Record Collector opined that the album still sounds remarkably fresh. Quote, "Track listing. All tracks written by Visage. Billy Currie, Rusty Egan, Dave Formula, Steve Strange and Midge Ure. Personnel: Steve Strange, lead vocals. Major guitars. Backing vocals. Synthesizer. Dave Formula, synthesizer. Billy Currie, electric violin. Synthesizer. Rusty Egan, drums. Backing vocals. Electronic drums. Additional personnel: Barry Adamson, bass. Gary Barnacle, saxophone. Perry Lister, backing vocals. Lorraine Whitmarsh, backing vocals. The Anvil at Discogs. List of releases.